I've heard the phrase support local businesses, and one task force in Mineral Point is taking that to the next level. Our Elia Liberte has the story.
In Mineral Point, a town of 2,500 people, you'll find Keith Burrows' bookstore.
I've lived in Mineral Point for 17 years. The bookstore's new. We opened about a year and 4 months ago.
Keith loves his town.
We were 23 years old and we didn't know anyone in town, but it turned out to be the best decision we ever made.
Loves it so much, he wants to see it grow.
So this isn't about filling empty storefronts with anything. It's about finding the right businesses that will thrive in Mineral Point and that will help Mineral Point thrive.
Keith is a part of a group of business owners, city officials, and realtors called the Business Task Force. It helps entrepreneurs get connected to resources and grant money.
We started because there's a need for businesses that want to come into the community or entrepreneurs that want to start a business that don't know how to start. Nicole at the Book Kitchen is a perfect example.
In the back of the bookstore, you'll find Keith's business partner, Nicole, in what she calls a book kitchen.
I had a kind of a list of questions and a list of things that I needed to troubleshoot, and it seemed like everyone around the table, there was like one person who had this expertise to kind of walk me through what, what was required, what I needed to do to get started.
With the book kitchen, Nicole teaches cooking classes.
I think the bookstore and the book kitchen are a good example of rural revitalization, where having those two businesses operate in the same space, it brings more energy to the space, it brings more people through to the space.
The task force has helped over 9 businesses like Nicole's since it started after the pandemic and is ready to take on its newest project, a parking garage.
So it's been sitting there for a few years now, unused, and we really want to find the next owner for it who can redevelop it and make use of the space.
So there are potentially tax incentives within the city to help support whoever takes over that space.
Making use of the space by turning it into something like a brewery or a restaurant. And for Keith, it's an opportunity to share the love for his community with others.
We want Mineral Point to continue to be a great place to live and a great place to visit.
Reporting in Mineral Point, Elia Liberte.